Hello, everyone. We're here today with Colleen, Joyce, Conroy, and Michael Heaton from the class of 1974. Colleen is a mother of three. She's been a nurse at University Hospitals here in Cleveland. She worked at the Mayo Clinic and has spent the past 20 years in Phoenix or Singapore. She was actually the class president in 1974. Michael is a father of three, longtime PD writer. He's the author of 5 books. He's also the creator of a Hallmark movie that was called Christmas Heart. And I think most of us that are still in the area still know Michael as widely as the Minister of Culture. So welcome and thank you too for joining us from the class of 74. So let's just get started. I'm going to ask you this question first. You were in school during a really, really tumultuous time. Woodstock had happened in '69. You started high school in '70. There was just impeachment had gone on. It was going on during your senior year, and then Kent State, Viet Nam War had just ended. So, what was it like? I mean, nobody was being drafted out of your class, right?
No, but our class, I did have a draft card.
Did you?
But nobody, the war ended before that became significant. But a thing I remember about the Vietnam War was I was at a Little League practice, and we were out there shagging fly balls, and somebody came running across the field and saying, "Dave, Danny's dead, Danny's dead." And it was Dave Tassick's brother, Danny Tassick, had died in Vietnam, and his sister came running across the field to tell him that their brother had died in Vietnam. And he picked up a baseball bat and just started tearing up the backstop. And it took like 3 coaches to hold him down because he was going crazy. But I mean, that's when I was first like aware of Vietnam.
How crazy!
It was like, wow, this is really real. People that are dying over there.
Well, it's similar to Kent State was your freshman year of high school.
Yes.
I mean, how crazy that must have been.
I remember my oldest sister was at Kent State. My older sister Sharon. And we had the FBI at her house, was interviewing her about, because she was involved in the anti-war movement, and it was and then Nixon resigns, and it was crazy.
It was a fascinating time too, because there was a lot of social change. Our freshman class was the first class where women were allowed to wear pants to school, which was so funny. Maybe a year or 2 later, we were all wearing jeans to school, but that was really a big deal for us. And news anchors we had one female on TV here in Cleveland. That was
Dorothy.
Thank you, Dorothy Fulltime.
Yeah.
And then the only national network person would have been, when we were in high school, Barbara Walters.
Okay.
She was the first one.
Okay.
So to see women on TV with the news was new to us, and that was groundbreaking. So when I ran for class officer, that was kind of new for our class, but we were able to convince the class that the primary responsibility of the president of the class was just to organize the prom. And there weren't any guys that wanted to organize the prom, so that's how I got to be the class officer.
Were you the first woman class president?
There may have been some other ones. I was told I was the first woman class president.